All right, in this breakdown, we're giving you the complete blueprint to build a hugely profitable AI agency. And we're starting from scratch. And the goal, let's be clear, $10,000 a month in recurring revenue. We're going to show you exactly how it's done, step by step. So, you're probably asking yourself, how on earth do you build a business that brings in that kind of money without a ton of cash up front? I know, it sounds a little too good to be true, right? But the answer is actually really simple, and it's incredibly powerful. Well, here's the secret. You've got to stop thinking like you're selling a service. Instead, you are selling a product. Specifically, you're selling an AI employee. An employee that works around the clock, never ever takes a break, and solves one of the biggest, most expensive problems that local businesses are dealing with every single day. Okay, so let's get right into it. Think about almost any local service business out there. A med spa, a dentist, an HVAC company. Every single one of them has this giant $5,000 hole in their bucket. And that hole, it's missed leads. Every time a potential customer calls after hours and gets voicemail or gets a busy signal or doesn't get a text back right away, that's money, that's thousands of dollars just walking right out the door and straight to their competitor. Now this is where things get really clever. What you're looking at is a classic psychological trick called anchoring. Over on the left, you see the old way of doing things. You hire a human receptionist. That's going to cost you $3, $4, even $5 a month. They only work 9 to 5, and they need breaks and sick days. But then you look to the right. You've got your AI employee. It works 24/7, 365 for a tiny fraction of that cost. So when a business owner sees this, your price of say $1,000 a month doesn't feel like an expense anymore. It feels like an absolute steal. All right, so we've set up the problem, we've anchored the value. Now let's talk about the actual solution you're going to provide. And just to be clear, this isn't some dinky little chatbot. This is a complete system that plugs that massive hole in their business for good. This thing is an absolute powerhouse. I mean, think about it. It responds to leads the second they come in. Doesn't matter if it's 2 a.m. on a Sunday. It can answer all those repetitive questions. What are your hours? What services do you offer? Freeing up the owner's time. And here's the crucial part. It books appointments directly into their calendar, and it even automatically follows up with people who called when no one could answer. It is a full-on digital receptionist. And this quote right here is the magic moment. This is what happens when you show, not just tell. This is a direct quote from a real med spa owner right after she tried out the demo. There was no hard sales pitch needed. The second she saw that instant human-like response for herself, she was sold. The reaction is just immediate. And look, this isn't some fantasy. This is real money in the bank. That same med spa client, they paid a $3,000 setup fee, plus their first $1,500 monthly payment, all up front. That's $4,500 in cash, collected in the very first month from one single client. That's when you know this is real. Okay, so the solution is a no-brainer. The value is obvious. But the big question is, how do you actually go out and get that first paying client? So let's get into the action plan. And the good news is, it's a super simple, direct process. You don't need any complicated marketing funnels or anything like that. And here it is, your 7-step game plan. It's that simple. First, you pick a niche. Then you send out just a handful of messages. You show a demo to the people who are interested, you follow up, and you close the deal. The real key here, guys, is momentum. Don't try to make it perfect. Just execute the checklist and get that first win. Okay, now this is my favorite method for getting clients. It's called the lost lead method, and it is just brilliant. You literally just go on Google Maps, find some local businesses, and look for their 1 or 2 star reviews. I guarantee you'll find people complaining. They never called me back, or I waited forever for a response. You've just found a business that is publicly screaming about its biggest problem. They're practically begging for your help. And suddenly, your outreach is ridiculously easy. You're not just some random person with a generic pitch. You're a problem solver. You're reaching out and saying, hey, I see you have this very specific problem, and I can see it's costing you customers. Well, I have the exact solution for that problem. You want to see it? It's a direct, valuable offer. It's almost impossible to ignore. And this right here is probably the most important part of this whole thing. You do not have to be a great salesperson. The demo does all the heavy lifting for you. Magic happens the moment that business owner pulls out their own phone and texts your demo number. They experience that instant, smart, helpful response, and their brain just immediately gets it. They see exactly how it would work for their business, and boom, the sale is basically made. All right, you got your first client. Awesome. High five. But how do we turn that one win into a real, predictable six-figure business? This is where we go from hustle to system. This is the scaling blueprint. So this is the roadmap. This is your entire journey from day one to $10,000 a month and way beyond. Stage one is just about getting proof of concept. You get your first few clients, maybe at a lower price point. Then in stage two, you start to systemize everything and you raise your prices. By stage three, you're going after premium clients who can easily pay top dollar. And then stage four, that's when you automate and really scale. It's a clear, logical path to follow. Let's break that down even more. See how it all connects? In stage one, you're targeting niches like dentists or HVAC guys for maybe $500 a month. Then, in stage two, as you get better, you raise your prices to $750 and you start using partnerships. And then, by stage three, you're going after the big fish, med spas, law firms, real estate agents. For them, a single lead could be worth thousands, so paying you $1,500 a month is an absolute no-brainer. And look, this chart makes it so clear. You don't need hundreds of clients to hit that big $10,000 a month goal. The math is simple. You can either go for volume, get 20 clients paying you that starter rate of $500 a month, or you can go the premium route and you only need 7 clients paying $1,500 a month. Both paths get you to the exact same place, 10 grand a month and recurring revenue. So you want to know the real secret to scaling fast? The thing that lets you skip all that cold outreach? It's all about partnerships. You find people who are already selling software, like CRMs or booking systems, to local businesses. These guys have already done all the hard work of building trust. So when they introduce you as their AI expert, all of that trust gets instantly transferred to you, and you get a steady stream of warm, qualified leads handed to you on a silver platter. So there it is, the entire blueprint. We've covered the problem, the solution, a proven way to get your first clients, and the exact path to scaling up to 6 figures and beyond. Everything you need is right here. The only question left is, what's your first step going to be? If you're finding these tutorials valuable and you're serious about integrating AI and automation into your business to save time and build scalable systems, I invite you to join our free school community. This isn't a place for hype or unrealistic promises. Instead, it's a focused environment where we continue the conversation, share practical workflows, and troubleshoot real-world AI implementation challenges together. Inside, you'll find extended discussions on the AI tools and automation strategies we cover here on the channel, exclusive mini tutorials and workflow breakdowns that go even deeper, a supportive network of fellow entrepreneurs, freelancers, and creators who are actively building with AI, opportunities to ask questions directly and get feedback on your own automation projects. It's a space dedicated to continuous learning and practical application, helping you move from understanding concepts to implementing effective AI solutions in your day-to-day operations. To join, simply click the link in the description below. I'm looking forward to connecting with you there and helping you further streamline your work and build real leverage with AI.